And our correspondent Godwin Agwam, who is in Pushit's Mango local government area of Plateau State, joins me on the news for more on this. Good to have you join us on the news at this time. Godwin, can you talk to us about what the mood is like in this community as the residents are living in fear? I understand that the deadline that these invaders gave expired yesterday.
All right, thank you very much. You see, right now we are in Pushit, a village in the Mango local government area of Plateau State. It's important to let you know that Pushit is one of the villages that was affected by crisis in May this year, where scores of persons were killed in Mango local government. Of course, you can see behind me, this is one of the buildings that was destroyed that period when the attackers invaded the community and killed scores of persons. And of course, when you go around, you also see that other buildings have been devastated and destroyed beyond recognition. In fact, people have left this community. The community seems to be deserted by people, and of course the farmlands have been deserted. Crops, we can't find any crops on the dry season farming, which is usually practiced in this community, is no longer in vogue for fear of the unknown, because most of the locals in this area can no longer stay in this community. As I speak to you now, on the 26th of this month, the assailants have written a letter to the community informing them of their return, that they are going to return to carry on with their devastation. I can tell you now that the community live in panic, they live in tension, and most people are living in droves from this community. At the moment, security operatives are trying to do their best to see how they can restore confidence in most of the people who are already scared. But I can tell you that people are not ready to gamble this. They are ready to leave this community. They don't want to bargain this. Of course, I have with me here the youth president of Magavu Youth Movement. He's the chairman of the youth movement, Pushit District. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Please tell us your name.
My name is Comrade Zgumnanale S. Ningu. Youth Chairman, Pushit District, Magavu Youth Movement.
Okay, tell us, you could see the devastation is much. Houses have been destroyed, farmlands destroyed, people are living in droves. Tell us, how long has this community been under siege?
16 May of this year, we encountered this crisis from that 16. And from there, we have been receiving attack day and day. As I'm talking to you, this is just a tip of it that you have seen. If you go to other villages, about 13 villages were deserted in Pushit, and people can no longer go there. It's now that the Fulani headsmen are the ones that have taken over those places.
All right, tell us, is this the first time you are receiving threat messages like this? And some of these threat messages that usually come, if they usually come, have they been carried out in the past?
Yes, we have been receiving so many text messages or information that they are going to carry out attack. Some of them, you will find it that it's a rumor, but some of them, they carry it. As I'm talking to you, right from May up to this moment, even before the festive season, in a week we lost about 11 people in a week. As I'm talking to you, the number of people that were killed during this crisis from May to December, we have about 53 people that lost their life as a result of this crisis.
Okay, it appears that this crisis or these attacks are synonymous with festive period. Tell us why or how often does this happen during festive periods?
Yeah, in those days, what we normally observe, or what we normally receive during festive period, it was an issue of kidnapping. But with the crisis that came up around May 16, as I told you, where people have been living in fear, and you know most of the inhabitants of Pushit districts are Christians, and you know this is the period of celebration.
Now, the threat message was supposed to expire on the 29th of December. Now, it appears that date has passed. Are you still living in panic and tension, looking at the fact that they did not come on the date that that was specified?
Yes, people are still living in panic. Like even me, it's simply because I'm a leader. I can't run and leave my community. But I know that a lot of people are no longer staying in Pushit. Some have even run to a nearby local government, which is Panshin local government, where they are staying.
Now, okay, finally, before I let you go, tell us, how is this affecting economic lifestyle in this locality?
You know, as Movable people are known as educationists, we are farmers, and right from May, as I told you, many farmlands were deserted because of the fear of the unknown. Some people have even cultivated their farmland, but they abandoned it because of the headmen. Some of the farmland were destroyed by the headmen. And as I'm talking to you, this is the time for raining, for dry season farming. And that is where our people normally get money to send their wards to school. But as a result of this crisis, everything has come to a state of coma.
Okay, thank you very much for your time. All right, it's important I let you know that in Plateau State, this attack started in 2001, where over 1,000 persons were killed. And of course, the state government has it in their record that from 2001 to 2015, over 7,000 lives have been lost as a result of these attacks, these recurring attacks in Plateau State. Recently, just on the eve of Christmas, we had persons being killed in Bokos local government, Barkinladi local government, and some parts of Mangu local government. Of course, this is enough to worry about, but with the marching order of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to security operatives that they should tackle this crisis head on, it's expected that with the visit of the IGP to the state, these solutions will be provided to this crisis.
Remember this tragic incident at this same community earlier this year, and we note that the Inspector General of Police, Godwin Agwam, has announced the commencement of a special operation team. But from what I see on the face of the youth leader, it seems to still be in fear. What is the latest development as regards security to ensure that this does not happen again?
All right, like I said earlier, the IGP, the Inspector General of Police, Godwin Agwam, was in the States yesterday, and of course he has assured that a special squad will be set up to look into these issues and of course tackle the crisis that has been recurring in the state. And of course, the Nigerian army are not relenting back on this. They are doing their best to ensure that these communities are safeguarded. In fact, this community where I'm standing now, we are only standing in this community because we're told that security operatives are guiding some of the communities, some of the border communities around here. If not, this place is also one of the areas that have been threatened that there will be attack.
All right, Godwin, we're counting on you for more information on that in subsequent bulletins. Well, that's our correspondent, Godwin Agwam, for us live in Plateau State. Thank you for joining us on the news at this time. Away from that, two siblings